Because I think one of the heaviest things in the world is having to take into a new week the things that happened to you from the last week. No matter how hard and how heavy and how dark they may be. That's hard. And a lot of times, you know, people wonder why we can't be productive or what's going on or why we're not seeming like ourselves. It's because we carrying baggage from stuff that happened 2 and 3 and 4 weeks, a month, and a year, and 2, 3, and 5, 10 years ago that we never got to deal with. That we never got to make peace with. That we never had a chance to let go of. But today, on this 7th day, I just pray that you can rest. That you can just be in the moment. That you can have that conversation with God and He brings you the peace that you've been looking for. Because you deserve the rest too.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Quite literally. Will Tidwell, a younger gentleman.
I wish I didn't have this big heart. People just do nothing but hurt me. Anybody can dream the dream. Anybody can have a goal, but see,
You're gonna be a neighborhood hero. You just keep shining, young king.
What's going on, man? Just finished a good workout. And this is just my way of continuing to show up. I want to share this message with you real quick. You know, I get why God said on the 7th day we rest. Not only so we can spend that time with Him and give Him the time and the energy and the love that He deserves, but so we can truly rest. Because sometimes, man, our weeks can be so long and so hectic, so busy, dealing with so many things, barely getting rest, barely having any peace, barely having any alone time. And God knew that if He didn't carve out a day in these 7 days for us to only focus on us, for us to only focus on our relationship with Him, for us to only focus on our family, for us to only focus on our health, for us to only focus on preparing and being mentally prepared and spiritually prepared to go into the new week and deal with all that's going to come with it. We have no idea what's going to come. We will lose our mind. You know, I just went on a hike, man, a 1.5-mile hike, and did my workout, man, and for once throughout this whole week, my mind wasn't wondering. For once, I was at peace. For once, I could just be in the moment and just focus on me. I could talk to God if I wanted to. I listened to my music. I laughed and I danced and I sweated and I talked to the people I love, and I just was in my own space. And there's nothing more peaceful than that. And I said this 1,000 times, man. We all deserve a space in our life and a place in our life where we can just feel safe. We can just let our hair down, man, and just be. Because in the midst of our week, man, we got to wear so many hats. We got to be so many different things. We got to take on so many different tasks. We have to juggle so many things. And sometimes in the midst of all that, nobody even stops long enough just to ask how you're doing. Nobody even stops long enough to give you a helping hand. Nobody really cares. But at least on that day when you get to rest for yourself, you get to care about you. You get to do what makes you happy. You get to do what brings you joy. Even if that means just sitting around doing nothing. And don't feel bad if you didn't go to church today, or if you didn't actually get up out of bed physically and go worship God, because there's so many different ways in which we can connect to Him. I felt connected to Him on my hike today. I read my scripture before I came out here, and I had time just to dwell on these things. But now I get it. I get why God gave us that day to rest. I get why God gave us that day just to focus on us and to focus on Him. Because if He never gave us that day to rest, He never told us to rest on the 7th day, you never would. You would keep running and running and running until you literally ran yourself into the ground. See, God knew that about us. He knew that we'd be so worried about taking care of other people and doing everything else that you never sat back long enough and said, damn, when's the last time I did something for me? You know? And my prayer for you today is that you find that safe place. You find that place where you can just focus on you. where all your responsibilities and all the hats that you have to wear and everybody that relies on you, you can put that to the wayside for a second and just be in the moment. Be truly at peace. You know what I mean? Like, be connected to him. Talk to him. Let him talk to you. So when you go into this new week and you prepare for all of the things that are going to come here, you'll be ready. Because everything that happened last week, you've already discarded of it. You've already let it go. You've already dismissed it. You've already dealt with it. You've already become whole with it, whether it was good or bad. And you can go into this new week fully ready. Because I think one of the heaviest things in the world is having to take into a new week the things that happened to you from the last week. No matter how hard and how heavy and how dark they may be. That's hard. And a lot of times, you know, people wonder why we can't be productive or what's going on or why we're not seeming like ourselves. It's because we carrying baggage from stuff that happened 2 and 3 and 4 weeks and a month and a year and 2, 3 and 5, 10 years ago that we never got to deal with. That we never got to make peace with. That we never had a chance to let go of. But today, on this 7th day, I just pray that you can rest. That you can just be in the moment. That you can have that conversation with God and he brings you the peace that you've been looking for. Because you deserve the rest too. I love y'all, man. Peace.
Hey, what's up? This is SpeakUPZee Tidwell with SpeakUPZee. And I just want to take a quick second just to thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of SpeakUPZee, the podcast. And my only goal with this platform is to motivate you, inspire you, and educate you around all things life, business, and mental health, whether it's myself or me bringing on a special guest. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We don't ask for any type of monetary gains or anything like that. The best thing you could do for us is just like and subscribe to the channel. Until next week, we'll see y'all later. Peace.